Be happy for this moment. This moment is your life. To wisely live your life, you don't need to know much. Just remember two main rules for the beginning: you better starve than eat whatever, and better be alone than with whoever. As far as you can avoid it, do not give grief to anyone. Never inflict your rage on another. If you hope for eternal rest, feel the pain yourself, but don't hurt others. Your hand can seize today, but not tomorrow, and thoughts of your tomorrow are nothing but desire. Don't waste this breath if your heart isn't crazy, since the rest of your life won't last forever. And do you think that, unto such as you, a maggot-minded, starved, fanatic crew, God gave a secret and denied it me? Well, what matters it? Believe that too. It's too bad if a heart lacks fire and is deprived of the light of a heart ablaze. The day on which you are without passionate love is the most wasted day of your life. Dead yesterdays and unborn tomorrows, why fret about it if today be sweet? How sad, a heart that does not know how to love, that does not know what it is to be drunk with love. If you are not in love, how can you enjoy the blinding light of the sun, the soft light of the moon? Beyond the earth, beyond the farthest skies, I try to find heaven and hell. Then I hear a solemn voice that says, heaven and hell are inside. Drink wine and look at the moon, and think of all the civilizations the moon has seen passing by. This world that was our home for a brief spell never brought us anything but pain and grief. It's a shame that not one of our problems was ever solved. We depart with 1,000 regrets in our hearts. A book of verses underneath the bough. A flask of wine, a loaf of bread and thou. Beside me singing in the wilderness. And wilderness is paradise now. Realize this. One day your soul will depart from your body and you will be drawn behind the curtain that floats between us and the unknown. While you wait for that moment, be happy, because you don't know where you came from, and you don't know where you will be going. Poor soul, you will never know anything of real importance. You will not uncover even one of life's secrets. Although all religions promise paradise, take care to create your own paradise here and now on earth. When you are so full of sorrow that you can't walk, can't cry anymore, think about the green foliage that sparkles after the rain. When the daylight exhausts you, when you hope a final night will cover the world, think about the awakening of a young child. Oh friend, for the morrow let us not worry. This moment we have now, let us not hurry. When our time comes, we shall not tarry. With 7,000-year-olds, our burden carry. There was a water drop, it joined the sea, a speck of dust, it was fused with earth. What of your entering and leaving this world? A fly appeared and disappeared. So I be written in the book of love. I do not care about that book above. Erase my name, or write it as you will. So I be written in the book of love. Ah, make the most of what we yet may spend. Before we too into the dust descend, dust into dust, and under dust to lie. Sans wine, sans song, sans singer, and sans end. Here with a loaf of bread beneath the bough, a flask of wine, a book of verse, and thou beside me singing in the wilderness, and wilderness is paradise no. Why ponder thus the future to foresee, and jade thy brain to vain perplexity? Cast off thy care, leave all his plans to him, he formed them all without consulting thee. 3 cups of tea. Today is the time of my youth, I drink wine, because it is my solace. Do not blame me, although it is bitter, it is pleasant. It is bitter, because it is my life. Scholars really have nothing to teach you. But from the soft touch of the eyelashes of a woman, you will know all there is to know about happiness. When I want to understand what is happening today or try to decide what will happen tomorrow, I look back. When your soul and mine have left our bodies and we are buried alongside each other, a potter may one day mold the dust of both of us into the same clay. The worldly hope men set their hearts upon turns ashes, or it prospers, and anon, like snow upon the desert's dusty face lighting, a little hour or two is gone. Ah, love, could thou and I with fate conspire to grasp this sorry scheme of things entire, would not we shatter it to bits and then re-mold it nearer to the heart's desire? I can't reveal the mystery to either saint or sinner. I can't state at length what I've said curtly. I achieve an altered state that I can't explain. I have a secret that I cannot share. There are too many tears in my eyes. The fires of hell are no more than sparks of fire as compared to the flames that consume me inside. Paradise? For me, it means a moment of peace. I have not asked for life. But I try to accept whatever life brings without surprise. And I shall depart again without having questioned anyone about my strange stay here on earth. I value the lover's sighs of happiness, and I despise the hypocrite mumbling his prayers. There was a door to which I found no key. There was a veil past which I could not see. Some little talk a while of me and thee. There seemed, and then no more of thee in me. 'Tis all a checkerboard of nights and days, where destiny with men for pieces plays, hither and thither moves, and mates and slays, and one by one back in the closet lays. I sometimes think that never blows so red. The rose is where some buried Caesar bled, that every hyacinth the garden wears dropped in its lap from some once lovely head. When you have planted the rose of love into your heart, your life has not been in vain. The rose that once has bloomed forever dies. To all of us, the thought of heaven is dear. Why not be sure of it and make it here? No doubt, there is a heaven yonder too, but 'tis so far away and you are near. From the house of unbelief to true religion is a single breath. From the world of doubt to certainty is a single breath. Enjoy this precious single breath, for the harvest of our whole lives is that same one breath. You've seen the world, and all you've seen is nothing, and everything, as well, that you have said and heard is nothing. You've sprinted everywhere between here and the horizon. It is nothing. And all the possessions you've treasured up at home are nothing.